Need some tape. I am sick of trying to find stuff. So yeah, Anderson plugs. I have just little Anderson plugs. Just plug together. Hello you beautiful people, how the devil are you? It's been a while. It's been 3.5 months. Wow. Is it? 3.5 months? Could be. Yeah, 3.5 months since I last posted. Last video I posted was that video. It's from Christmas. So we'll just talk about that very quickly. I wanted to thank every single one of you that's messaged me, contacted me, and just welfare checked me. I might not have replied to every one of you, but you know, every single message has been a massive help. I've not had not a single negative message sent. There was one jerk on the actual video, left a comment which I deleted, removed. Work have been outstanding with me. They've looked after me as well. You know, a couple of girls from the office, Shaz and Charlotte, they've been messaging and calling, just making sure I'm okay. Obviously, I'm not naive enough to think that's 100% personal. You know, they're looking after me. They're looking after the business as well, aren't they? Obviously, you know, they want to make sure I'm of sound mind and I'm not going to do anything silly whilst I'm at work in the truck. But all in all, yeah, it's been brilliant. The managing director of the company has been fantastic. He's rang me a couple of times just to welfare check, make sure I'm okay. And biggest thank you is to another truck vlogger, and that's Nessa. Nessa, the mother trucker. I'm sure you'll be watching, Vicky. I'm sure you'll be watching this. Just want to say a massive thank you for being there. I don't think I'd have got through the first couple of weeks had you have not been the way you were. I know you had your own issues that you were going through at that particular time too. Yet you still took the time out to help me. So yeah, I owe you big time, sweetheart. And I hope to catch up with you at Peterborough. We'll talk more about Peterborough shortly. So I've just left our yard at Thirsk. Let's say it's Monday the 18th of April. I'm solo, I've got no trailer on. I'm bobtailing back over to Runcorn. Bit of a drive, it's 108 miles, empty, well solo, just the unit only. And I'm just picking up some stack trailers that have come back from Ireland, and I'm bringing them straight back here. Yeah, it's a job that needs to be done. We need to get the trailers back. So that's what my plan is for the next couple of hours, for the next 4 or 5 hours, probably the rest of today to be honest. With breaks and that'll be today over and done with. This isn't going to be a normal vlog. I'm not. Yeah, I'm right. Let's talk the changes I've made in my life, and then I'll explain about the channel and where the channel's going. So, changes in my life. Biggest change: my wife and I have separated. We're no longer together. We decided, a mutual decision, that the best thing we could do was just call it an end, because we were making each other unhappy, we were making the kids unhappy, the atmosphere in the house was awful. So we just decided to call it a day, whilst we actually still like each other, if that makes sense. And yeah, so yeah, it's the end of the marriage, unfortunately, but it's going to be a bonus. It's going to be a positive thing in the future. I've no doubt that whatsoever. Second change in my life. I made the decision after speaking with work that I would go onto a 4-on 4-off shift. Now, if you don't know what 4-on 4-off shift is, basically I work 4 days, then I have 4 days off, and keep rotating that way. Jobs coming through. So obviously I end up working weekends and stuff like that, and somebody else will be using the truck on the 4 days that I'm off. Now, when I first started, I had a chap called Aaron, and he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, respected the truck, looked after it. As you guys know, I'm very cab proud, and then they took him off me and gave me another chap, and he was quite the opposite, and I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with the state of the truck that I was getting back into. The state it's in now, it's done, it's scratched, it's damaged, it's just a mess, an absolute mess. And yeah, so I was supposed to be on shift Sunday, as in yesterday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. So Wednesday I was supposed to be going home, but after I got my truck back last weekend, sort of state of it, I had to say I'm done, and I gave them 2 weeks to get me back onto regular tramping. So, you know, regular Monday to Friday tramping, as it were, or I would hand my notice and I'd leave, I'd find a job elsewhere, and I would have done, but they rang me up and asked me if I would come in on the Sunday, which was the start of my shift pattern, and work through to the Friday. So I do 6 shifts, and then I'll be on normal tramping from then on. Turns out we're mega busy on Saturday just gone, which was Easter weekend, so they've asked me if I would do Saturday to Thursday and then come back in on the Monday. So that's what I've done. So I'm on day 3 this week already, and it's only Monday. So I'll be working until Thursday, which works in my favour as well, because I'm going away. I'm going away this weekend. This weekend coming. So we'll talk more about it later. What was the other things? Truck shows. I've decided that this year I'm having a year off from attending the shows with a truck. I am going to be going to shows, but I will be going in another vehicle, which again we'll talk about in a bit. The pressure, anybody that polishes the trucks to a show standard, the pressure to keep them in that at that standard is phenomenal. You're constantly on the go all the time, and the whole thing about changing my life around is to reduce pressures off my shoulders. So the marriage issue, well, that's over with now. Well, it's not over with, but you know, it's certainly on the correct side of being sorted out. We've still got to sort out finances and stuff like that. So that's sorted. The work, yeah, that didn't work out, but that's sorted now. The polishing, don't have to do it anymore, so that's sorted. Yeah, so I'm having a year off from polishing the truck. Like I said, I am attending the shows. So now, thumbnail title. I've got a new woman in my life. Yep, this is true. Yes, the marriage is over. Yes, it's very recent that it's over, but yeah, I've got myself a new woman. Not what you're thinking though. Not what you're thinking. Sorry, I'm just waiting for that car to get past and I can pull out. Yeah, not what you're thinking. The new woman's called Morticia. She's big. expensive, and I love it to bits. Absolutely love it to bits. Shall I show you Morticia? Here's a photo of Morticia. Have a look. Yeah, it's a van. It's not a woman. It's a new woman in my life. She's been nicknamed Morticia. Now, if I remember to do it, I did record some work. No, ultimately the plan is to turn it into a camper van, and I'm pretty much there now. I've got a long way with the 4-off. It's been really good. So you know, I've been getting to spend 3.5 days a week working on the van. My truck went in for MOT when I was supposed to be on shift, so I got a further 4 days off then. So I ended up with 12 days off, so I hammered it for 12 days solid, 12-hour days, 12 days running, and I got into a good condition. So while I'm saying this, you should be watching some footage, some me messing about in there, and doing a few bits and pieces. And I've gone to town on it. To be fair, I've got. In fact, I'll put a clip up later on of the telephone controlled, the text message controlled night heater and things like that. I'll put that clip up later. You can watch that. But yeah, she's good. She's coming on. She's a 2015 Citroen Relay L3H2, which is it's a long wheelbase, semi-high top. There is a higher one and a longer one, which will be in fact no, is there 2 higher ones? It could be 2 higher ones actually. I don't know, but yeah, she's a bit beaten up. She's an ex-works van, 175,000 miles on it, so the mileage is up there, but it runs sweet as a dream. Yeah, so basically what I've done is I sold the Mini. The Mini's gone. A young man from Halifax bought that. Over the moon he was with it. I refinanced, and I bought the van. I'm quite frank with you guys, I paid $5,200 for the van. Yeah, like I said, the bodywork's a bit beaten up. I'll do a walk around later. I've replaced the rear doors and the side load door, the sliding door, because they were battered, and it was just easy to buy new doors, or second-hand doors, and swap them out. So they mismatched colours, but the van's going to get painted anyway. It's going to get painted like a satin orange. Again, I'll try and remember to show you the colour. Yeah, we'll do a walk around. So this weekend coming, myself and my 2 mates who you guys have met before on the channel, I went to the lakes with them at just before Christmas. They've got their own vans. The 3 of us are going to Bakewell. We're going to a Midland, it's called Midlands Self-Build Camper Van Meet. So basically it's all people that have got or in the process of making their own self-builds. So it should be good. It'll be an interesting weekend. So I'll do a bit of a excuse me. I'll do a bit of a van tour. Show you around the outside, show you the inside and where I'm at the moment. Yeah, she's pretty good. I'm pleased where we're at the moment. It's cost a lot more than I expected it to cost inside, because I've not spared any expense. If I've wanted it, I've gone and got it, because this is going to be my home. This is going to be my home. When I'm currently still living at the family house, but that is just a convenience thing. As soon as the van's in a position where I can move out and live in it permanently, which is not far off now, I will be moving out the family home, moving into the van full time. Now you might be thinking, living in a van full time? Well, I'm never at home anyway, am I? I'm always at work. So I'm doing 4 nights every week, 5 nights some weeks, and quite regularly I've done weekends away. What is the point of me actually paying rent on a property, or even worse, buying a property? I just don't see the point. I don't see the point. What I've paid, obviously my van's on finance, I got a personal loan. What I'm paying the finance is less, sorry, rephrase that, what I'm paying on the personal loan is less than what I was paying on the Mini, on the finance for the Mini, and I've got no rent to pay. So it's a win-win for me in that respect. I can pay off the loan quicker. It's a 5-year loan. I reckon I can get it paid off in about 18 months. I just think it's a win-win. I just don't see the point in having a brick and mortar regular house. It's just totally pointless. It's just a waste of money. So that's where we are. So shows, I will be attending the shows, and Morticia will be coming with me, and I'll be going down in the van. She's been nicknamed Morticia McVan. She's got a 2-barrel name, Morticia McVan. I know, it's silly, but she is what she is. But yeah, she'll be coming down to the shows with us. We are going to Peterborough, which is in a couple of weeks from now. When you watch this, it'll probably be the following weekend, because I'm going to take you with me. In addition to this, I'm going to take you to the show, to the meet this weekend. I'll have a wander around there, like I say, I'll show you the van. But yeah, ultimately, the big thing is I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I've reached out to my children who I've not spoken to for a couple of years. I've bitten the bullet and got back in touch with them after, like I say, a couple of years of not speaking with them, and I'm going to see them on Thursday night. So I finish on Thursday, as I said, this week. So I'm going to go see them, spend a couple of hours with them Thursday night. Meet my granddaughter for the second time, and meet my other granddaughter. It's a German Shepherd pup that my oldest daughter's just got, 10-month-old German Shepherd called Maple. She's dead cute. So yeah, we're going to spend some time with them on Thursday, so that'll be nice. That'll be very nice. Really looking forward to that. And like I say, away to I'll be going to, I'll still stay at home. I'll be going home Friday morning, so I'm going to stop out Thursday night in the van. I've got a couple of bits and pieces to do around the area where my daughters live. I've got a couple of bits to do Friday morning, as in I need to go buy some plywood, and I need to go buy it's called a Ridge Monkey. If you know what a Ridge Monkey is, but it's not a Ridge Monkey, it's a different brand, but the same thing. I need to buy one of them. So it's pointless driving to Wakefield to come back, to go back past Wakefield to go to the show. So yeah, stop in the van Thursday night, get those Friday morning, go to the family home, do some washing, pick up a few bits and pieces, and then disappear off down to Bakewell in the Peak District, and that's where the event's going to be. And I will catch up with you guys when we get down there. So, like I said, thank you guys, every one of you, for contacting me, making sure I'm okay. Oh, and if you've not noticed, Godless Mike was part of the money I got for the van. I've purchased GoPro Hero 8, which is what I'm using right now, and I bought a cheaper wireless microphone set. It's a Synco G2. That was on recommendation of Trucker Jenko, because he was having nothing but issues with the Rhodes set that he got, so he bought one of these, and he loves it. And a few bits and pieces of testing I've done with it, I'm very impressed so far. Decent enough, does the job. So yeah. Well, what I'll do now is I'll chuck in the piece where I've been messing about with the GSM controller that runs that can sort out the 98. I'll chuck in that bit, and then after after that we should be at the show, at the meetup. Take care guys, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, back at it. This is inside of the gubbins, it's all flashing away nicely. Ignore that. It's just giving me some 12 volt power. That's actually power source me telly. So, right, the plan is, these are electric relays. Right, SIM card in there. I send a code to from my phone, from a text message, which I'm doing right now. So yeah, I can show you the phone. See the code there? Codes. So if I put in, got to be in block RS 1, 1, and then I want it to fire for 2 seconds, and I'll switch the night heater on. Send. So I've sent the text message. You hear that click? See that click? And you see how that fired up. And you can probably hear in the background the night heater is actually fired up. So that's switching it on by a text message. So to turn it off, it's RS104. Basically what that is, RS, don't know what it stands for, relay, whatever. 1 is relay 1, because this has got 2 relays. Because some of these controllers have an on-off button, an on button and an off button. So you'd have to run 2 cables if that was the case. And then you run it to the second relay. But this one, you press and hold for 4 seconds to turn it off. So send that, you'll hear it click again. Relay 1 just clicked. And it did pop up, I don't know if you saw it on camera there, but it did pop up and off. So that's turned the night heater off. Good, innit? Right, I'm going to put it all back together. Obviously it's jerry rigged at the moment just for testing. I'm going to get it it's going to go under the bunk. So we'll get under the bed, I'll get it put away, get it all finished up, and then I'll show you when we're all back together. See you in a bit. Bye for now. Hi guys. Well, look at this for a view. Isn't it lovely? We're in a Peak District. We're at a van meet. There's like acres of vans and people. We've got the usuals, one with me. Sean's here. Pete's here with a crafter. And I've been grafting all day. There's quite a few vans. There's an ambulance there, look, seeing you. Just pulling away. There's a shitload of vans. Have a wander, show you some of them. The blue one there, he's the organiser of the event. It's the first one they've had here. It's quite cool. Nice fire pit. I'll sit around later. So yeah, overall it's pretty good. Like I say, I've just been grafting on my van all day so far. So there she is. Let's see if I can actually see it. Where's my screen gone? There she is. So this is the van. Front seats are just full of junk. I've got stuff to do. Don't know if you can make it out. I don't know if you can see it. It actually says "Be happy" there. I'm wondering. I'm trying to kill myself. So today I've been working on the kitchen. I've done the panelling, all the grey, and then 4-way stretch carpet, and then I've done stud work on. You can see that there. Can you see that? I probably can't. You can sort of see it there. You see all the stud work on a bit of trim. Made my table. Look at the floor at the bottom of the leg. There's the leg's too short, which I knew it was going to be, but it's a cheap leg off from B&Q. But it's done the job. So let me just shut the light. Shut the door. Oh. So there's more tissue. I think I've seen that before. More tissue at the van. So we are a bit of a mess. And things are just stacked up. That's just junk, you know, to do the job. So yeah, stereo 6x9 to there. I'm sure I've showed you all this before. Well, that's it. That's the van. I'm not going to go into detail. I will at some point do a big B-roll, flashy. You know, this is the van type thing. But if you're interested, the van. I think I may have already said so, but it's a 2015 Citroen Relay. It's 2.2 litre. It's got 177. I think it's just gone over to 178,000 mile on it. And it's certainly been worked. It's certainly been used as a works vehicle. The exterior was quite battered when I got it. The door, as you can see, it's a different colour. The back doors are a different colour, but it doesn't matter because it's getting painted. I don't know if you saw it actually when we came in, but the door jambs have got a bit of paint on already, and that was just a tester to see what the colour was going to look like. Which I'm quite chuffed with the colour, to be fair. It looks alright. All right, it does. All right. So yeah, so the van's coming on well. The build's coming on really well. So I'll take you through a bit of what I've got. What have I got? So we'll start from the battery. Right, for those of you who are actually interested, I know some of you guys won't be interested, and if you're not, skip on. But from the vehicle battery, because obviously you don't use a vehicle battery to run all this stuff back here, I've got a cable coming out of that, runs all the way around the back of the kitchen, and then down that side under the bed. And it's called a VSR. It's a voltage sensitive relay, or a split charge relay. So that senses when the engine's running, does its wizardry, switches itself on, then charges two batteries which are under the bed as well. I have two 110 amp lead acid batteries that are wired in parallel, so it's giving me 220 amps at 12 volt. To charge them also, I've got on the roof, I've got two 100 watt Renogy solar panels. They come down, they're currently being controlled by a Renogy PWM, lots of initials. I appreciate that, there's lots of initials, but it's a pulse wave modulator, I think. I don't blooming know. I got it as a kit, that's what it came with. I have ordered an MPPT, which is a higher spec. It does a better conversion of sunlight to energy. It's a better rate. So so that's two ways I've got of charging the system when I'm not plugged into the mains, as it were. So we'll talk about being plugged into the mains. I do have what's nicknamed, or generically known as shore power. So when you get a caravan, you'll see the caravan plugged in, and there's a cable running to a house or whatever, or in the middle of a field, and electric hookup. I've got the socket on the outside that comes into an RCD board, a fuse board, and then that comes out to two sockets. Again, I've just ordered a battery charger that goes from that to the leisure batteries, and then when I plug into the mains, that'll switch on the battery charge, which will then charge the batteries, so I can use anything in the van. I don't have to worry about it because the batteries are constantly being charged. Obviously it's a smart charger, so it's not going to cook the batteries. So that's the power coming in. I've also fitted a 1000 watt Renogy power inverter, so when I'm not plugged into the mains, I can switch that on. That gives me 240 volt. I've got a socket behind the camera now. In fact, let's show you. So put the screen on. There we go. So there's a 240 volt socket there, and then over that side, above all the screws, there's another 240 volt socket. There is, tucked away right in the depths of there, well, you can just see it, just at the top of the screen, just there. There's another one, and that one underneath is purely for the igniter, for the gas. So there's a 240 volt gas igniter. This is a remote control switch for the power inverter, so you can see it lights up. And then so you can hear that. If I don't have that on, it doesn't do it, basically. So also on here I've got a Renogy battery monitor. This is run through what's called a shunt. It's run through the negative, and it controls all the, well, it doesn't control, sorry, it monitors all the power. See how it's pulsing? I don't know if you can make that out on the camera. Oh, you can. Yeah, the light's pulsing, which means it's charging. It's virtually at 100% anyway, but it gives you information of power that's coming in, how much, and all sorts of stuff. It's very, very good. It's very informative. And then we've got the normal control panel. We've got USB sockets, which I forget I've got up there. Normal cigarette lighter socket, and a bank of switches which do various things. So we've got main roof lights. We've got the fancy lights. That one's not used. That one's my tap. So it's just a separate switch which isolates my tap. That one is for stereo. So I switch that one off. Stereo goes off. It's just like turning the ignition off. I might actually get some noise now, so just be careful. I might have to just mute it. I don't want to get a copyright, do we? There we go. I'll mute it before it does. And then these three, I hate this by the way, it needs changing. These three, I've got two work lights. It's coming back to me. I've got two work lights on the roof at this side, which is one switch. I've got two work lights on the back, which is for the back. Yeah, obviously. And that's the middle switch. And then I've got two on that side, which is the front. No, which is the third switch. Don't idiot. What else we got in here? Oh, we've got Android TV. I think it's 22, might be a 24, I'm not quite sure, but it's Android TV. Let me see, just turn that on. Find the remote control. Where that's gone? There it is. So we'll turn it on. Maybe. There she goes. And it should just strike up with Android. There it is. Just an Android TV. So I can pick out YouTube. So let's go to YouTube, and we'll just show you what it does when it actually winds itself up and decides to work. But we can go to library. Your videos. Let's have a look. Let's see our videos. Let's just randomly pick one. Let's have that one. Let's have a look. So the video quality, the TV quality is very good, to be fair. We get an advert. That's about right, isn't it? Yeah, so it's the quality of the actual quality of the actual video. The TV is very good, but the sound quality is not the best. So if you're into really decent quality sound, then you're barking up the wrong tree with them. It's a cello camera. Like I say, it's an Android TV, and it does the job. It is very good. Very low power wattage drain. Yeah, I've got various other bits and pieces knocking about. You've already seen about the night heater. I can set that off running by telephone, text message. I've got smoke alarm in. I've got monitor, carbon monoxide monitor, gas at the bottom down there. I've using the 907 butane gas bottles. They're in a little compartment down there with a gas dropout vent. Should there be a leak, gas is heavier than air, so it drops to the bottom to the lowest point. Lowest point is where the dropout is, obviously. So the gas will just drain out of there. That's about it. What's left to do? A heck of a lot. I've got all above. Look, I'll show you. It's much easier to show than trying to describe, isn't it? Screen back on. All this up here. These are temporary. They're just screwed in just so I can get the speakers in place. But this black trim here takes up so much space on the shelf. It kills so much space, so all that'll be coming out. I need to take all the headlining down anyway, because I've got a CB radio to go in and a couple of other bits and pieces, but I need to take that down so I can get the cables in. So I'm going to strip out all this, put my own shelf in it, and then I'm going to put a nice fascia panel with a hole here that I can get access to in here, and this will be full. So might as well turn camera and show you actually, but this will be full, and it'll have speakers fitted, and it'll all follow this line here to follow all that nicely, and nice thin panel down there. And that's all going to be done. That'll all be carpeted with this same carpet. So we're Back doors still need doing. The corners over there need doing. They're not carpeted, quite frankly. So yeah, somebody rings me. Oh, it's the wife. Bring her back. We'll answer it. Hello. 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 Oh, it won't answer because it's hooked up to thing up there. So she's probably thinking, yeah, so I just couldn't hear her. I'll ring her back. Anyway, so regarding the wife, regarding the relationship with the wife, we've mutually agreed to call the marriage an end, and we have officially ended the relationship. We are still officially together. I'm still paying the bills in the house for the time being, just until she's got herself sorted financially. But yeah, ultimately this is going to be my house. I'm going to work really, really hard for the next 2 years, 18 months, 2 years, and pay off the loan I got, as I mentioned earlier. Pay off the loan I got to do this. I've always been honest with you guys. I'm not a rich man. I don't have much money spare. I don't have banks, savings in the bank. I just don't have it. So I had to get a loan to be able to do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it. So, yeah. So that's where we are for now. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the van build. Let me know what you think regarding future videos on the van build. I was pretty sad earlier. I was watching one of my videos. And I thought, I actually quite like completing them and doing them and putting them out. So I will from time to time drop back in and do a normal vlog, as it were. But I think regarding the channel, I think I'm going to do more informative training type, well, not training, educational type videos. This is how I do such and such. But just to forewarn you on that, it's how I do it. I'm not saying it's the right way. What I'm saying is it's the way I do it. So you may or may not agree with the way I've done it, or whatever it may be. But I intend doing things like, this is a ratchet strap. This is a hook. That type of education. A lot of you watch don't drive trucks and you enjoy the trucking videos. So I figure that you may enjoy that bit. I don't know, and I'm going to tend to keep them a lot shorter. I've been banging on for 15 minutes on this bit alone, so I reckon the video is going to be a good 40 minutes or so. I'm trying to get away from the longer videos just because. So I'm going to cut this video now. I'm going to say bye to you all. Let me know what you think. I apologise for keeping you all waiting. Like I said, several of you have reached out and wished me well. Make sure I'm okay. And if I've not replied to you, I do apologise. It's not because I'm rude, it's just because I have been very, very busy doing this. Every spare minute of the day has been spent working on this, to the point of exhaustion some days, because I've just put too many hours in, and I got to the point where I was absolutely knackered. But yeah, everybody here can't believe I've only been working on it 2 months. Where I'm at, and the hard work is showing. Regarding Peterborough Truck Fest, I will be at Truck Fest. Now I'm going to post this video hopefully today. I'm going to edit this now. Today is Saturday, the weekend before Peterborough. We're at a campsite just outside Bakewell. So yeah, I'm going to edit it now. I'm going to go use the ablutions, and then I'll get stuck into the editing, and then upload it this afternoon, this evening, and you should get it sometime tonight, tomorrow maybe. So it's pretty current, as it were. Yes, I need a haircut. Yes, I need a shave. No, I'm not getting either because I just can't be bothered. I might get a haircut. But yeah, we're going to Peterborough. WS are putting another big show on again, like they did last year. I will be there, but I am taking the van. So the van's coming down. Morticia's coming with me. Yeah, so if you want to come and see me, come and see me. Come say hi. I have no issues with you coming and saying hello. I do have some stickers left, although being the old logo, I've got some stickers left and some pin badges. If I remember to pick them up. Ah, bless. That's Nessa Trucker. She just messaged to say hello, make sure I'm okay. So remember what I said earlier? Top chick she is, she's mint. So yeah, I'll love you and leave you for now. Let me know what you think of the van, what you think I should do, if I've done anything that you see that you don't think I should have done, or should change, or any ideas you've got, let me know. I might ignore them all, but yeah, just let me know, and we can go from there. Again, thanks guys, thanks for sticking around. What I will say is there's going to be no adverts. I'm not demonetizing the videos, but I'm taking the adverts out. I can't be bothered with it anymore. I'm not in YouTube to earn a million, so I am literally going to take all the adverts out. I'm going to have no adverts whatsoever. I just can't be bothered. So I hope you enjoy that bit. What happened there? First video on advert. So the videos are on my back catalogue. They upstairs they are. I'm not going to bother messing about taking them out. But videos from now on, unless if I get to do it, there won't be adverts. I won't be doing sponsorships anymore. I won't be doing reviews or anything like that. I just can't be bothered. So I'll leave that to other people, Luke. So right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and all those that are confused, I keep getting told off for saying that. I don't care. Thanks for riding along with me, even though we didn't go anywhere. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.